Time now to take you live to Rio de Janeiro. The lovely and talented Chloe Beardsley is joining us, doing a little dance down there, a samba, I believe. So, Chloe, we know that a lot of the events take place very close to Copacabana Beach, but there are a lot of events that are spread out throughout the country, and that's causing some problems.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Dana. And first, taking in the music behind me, you can see a lively scene, great music playing. It makes it hard to not dance during a few live hits. But as you mentioned, this is just one of the 4 regions where the Olympic Games are taking place, and many of them are over an hour away to get to when traveling there. And for tourists, they've been saying it's difficult for them, mostly in part because of the distance. Also, it's getting more and more expensive to travel, and many tourists that we did speak with say that the problems are just getting worse.
We're having an early flight home because we think it's not organised properly. The traffic, everything.
Waiting in line for a 4th cab, and you understand why people like Frank and his wife are frustrated, sitting on a curb with everything they have.
Been here for 6 days. My daughter's a gymnast. We came and watched her yesterday in the qualifications.
Traveling has been an issue with many tourists we spoke with most venues being more than an hour away. Right now, the Olympic Games are being held in 4 different regions. Here's some perspective. There's Diodoro, home to the Olympic Whitewater Stadium, BMX Center, and Mountain Bike Park, just to name a few. To the east, we have Maracana, with the famed Maracana Stadium used for soccer and other sites. South from there along the coast is Copacabana, equipped with a stadium and park for sports like beach volleyball. Finally, we have Baja, where the Olympic Park is located, the Olympic Training Center, Arena, Aquatic Center, Tennis, and Hockey Center. For some travelers, the language barrier makes it hard to understand where they're going. And it also stings knowing the taxi rate for tourists is almost 4 times what locals pay. But some people are making the best with what they have.
London, we did a lot of public transportation, the tube and stuff, and here we're doing more Uber, driver.
We don't know what else is going on really. We just want to get out of here. They just want money, 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 every way they can. We haven't got a clue what it's going to cost in a taxi to go to the airport.
And some travelers we talked to suggested the best way to get around here in Brazil is using the metro. And some travel tips if you do plan on going to a place like Brazil is certainly do your research on the country before you leave and come up with a game plan on how you're going to get from one place to another ahead of time. Reporting live from Rio de Janeiro, I'm Chloe Beardsley. Kim and Dana?
Uber, who knew? So how are you getting around in Rio, Chloe?
How am I getting around? Oh gosh, it's a little bit sketchy, I must admit. I've actually been taking the cabs, which I initially were told were something to avoid, but you know what? I haven't had any problems, to be completely honest with you. They've taken me everywhere I needed to go. For the most part, every single person I've met here that's a local has been very friendly, very accommodating, and it's been overall a great experience.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. All right, thanks very much for that, Chloe. Time to take you live to Rio de Janeiro. The energetic and lovely Chloe Beardsley joining us from that city this morning. And Chloe, you're just hanging out with Olympians, just rubbing elbows with Olympians. No big deal.
No big deal at all. No, and you know what? I am so excited. We got to talk to Las Vegas local Cody Miller, who won the bronze for the 100-meter breaststroke. And this guy is probably the coolest person I've ever met. He's so down to earth, so easy to talk to. And it was funny because during our interview, he was like making faces and stuff. Really a goofy guy, but overall great personality. And his family was there too when we talked to him. Really one-of-a-kind person. He was really excited, though, not only getting the medal, but making his time under 59 seconds. Like I said, he's got a very electrifying personality. When I talked to him, he gave a shout-out to the Sandpipers of Nevada. Now, they're a local competitive team in the southern Nevada area, so he gave a lot of credit to that team for helping him get where he is today. Also gave a lot of shout-outs to his coaches, and really just felt amazing when he received that medal. And here's a little bit of sound from him.
There are moments that have really kind of imprinted on my brain, like standing on that medal podium is one of the most special feelings I've ever felt. You know, being able to win a medal for my country and, you know, setting that American record, finally breaking 59 for the sixth go around this summer. I was finally able to do it. And I did it when it counted, and that's just really, really proud.
And after Cody won, he said that he only slept 30 minutes that night on the way to today's show. He actually slept on the bus there, so not a lot of sleep, but obviously when you're that excited about winning a medal at the Olympics, I can imagine it must be hard to get some shut-eye after that. Well, he also hopes to be part of the 4x100 medley relay. We're going to find out later on this week if he is going to be a part of that race. He plans, after the Olympics are all said and done, to celebrate in Las Vegas. And something funny I also found out by talking with him and his fiance, they're all great people. So they're getting married in the fall, and can you just maybe guess at what their theme for their wedding is going to be?
I'm sure there will be some water there. I'm guarantee it.
Guess what? It's a Harry Potter themed wedding.
Oh
These
my
guys,
gosh,
I
that's
told
random.
you, they're like the coolest. Yeah, and they're just super cool, down to earth. They both, him and his fiance were like, we're kind of nerdy, but they're like the coolest people to hang out with. Really great energy, and we're so proud that they've been representing Las Vegas here at the Rio Olympics in Rio de Janeiro.
A Harry themed party taking place in an Olympic-sized pool. That's what's going to happen. Chloe Beardsley
Why
live from
not?
Rio. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.